You've seen her before. Maybe at church, maybe in line at the grocery store, maybe just walking past you on the sidewalk. A woman well into her 60s or 70s wearing something that, if you actually priced it out, probably costs less than what you're wearing right now. And yet, everyone assumes she's wealthy. Everyone treats her a little differently. Everyone's eyes linger on her a beat longer. You've wondered about her. Maybe you've even wondered what her secret is. Here's the truth, and it's going to surprise you. It was never about money. It was never about designer labels or a closet full of expensive pieces. Women who look effortlessly rich after 60 are working from a completely different set of rules, small, specific, almost invisible choices that have nothing to do with price tags and everything to do with understanding exactly what reads as wealth to the human eye. Today, I'm handing you 10 of these exact secrets, the real ones, not vague fashion advice, but specific actionable choices you can start using immediately. And secret number 7 is the one that costs absolutely nothing, yet it's the one stylists to the wealthy guard most closely. Stay until the end because you are about to see every woman who looks rich completely differently, and more importantly, you're about to become one of them. Welcome back to Elegant Beyond 60, the channel built on one simple belief that looking beautiful and yes, looking rich after 60 was never about spending more money. It was always about knowing more information, the kind of quiet, specific knowledge that separates women who look effortlessly put together from everyone else. If you're new here, hello, I'm genuinely glad you found us, especially today, because this is exactly the kind of transformative topic this channel exists to explore. And if you're one of our regulars, welcome back. You already know we love pulling back the curtain on exactly what actually works. Today we're uncovering 10 specific secrets behind why some women over 60 always seem to look rich, regardless of their actual bank balance. This is honestly one of the most requested topics we've ever covered, because so many of us have quietly wondered what that certain something is that some women simply have, and today you're finally going to understand it completely. Before we get into it, if you've ever admired a woman who just seemed to have that effortless, wealthy presence, do me a quick favor and tap that subscribe button. It costs you nothing, and it helps this channel keep reaching more women exactly like you. While you're there, tap like too, it tells me exactly what topics to bring you more of. Alright, let's get into secret number 1, because it's simpler than you'd ever imagine. Into the list. Before we get into the 10 secrets themselves, I want you to understand the underlying principle at work here. Looking wealthy has almost nothing to do with how much something cost, and everything to do with how something is worn, cared for, and presented. Wealth reads through small signals, fit, condition, restraint, and confidence, far more than it reads through logos or price tags. Once you understand these signals, you can apply every single one of them regardless of your actual budget. Secret number 1. Everything fits perfectly. This is genuinely the foundation everything else builds on. Women who look effortlessly wealthy almost never wear anything straight off the rack without alteration. A blazer taken in slightly at the waist, trousers hemmed to the exact right length for the shoes being worn, a dress adjusted at the shoulders. These small changes cost very little at a local tailor, yet they transform how expensive an item appears the moment you put it on. Perfect fit reads as intentional and cared for, while anything slightly loose or slightly long reads as unconsidered, regardless of the original price tag. Secret number 2. They never mix too many colors. Women who read as wealthy tend to restrict their outfits to 2 or 3 colors maximum, often built around a neutral base with one accent color introduced deliberately. This restraint isn't about being boring, it's about control. A cluttered, colorful outfit, no matter how expensive each individual piece might be, reads as chaotic rather than considered. A simple, restrained palette immediately signals confidence and intentionality, 2 things money can't actually buy directly but that people consistently associate with it. Secret number 3. Their shoes are always impeccable. Here's something almost nobody consciously notices, yet everyone unconsciously registers. Worn down heels, scuffed toes, or cracked leather on shoes instantly undercuts an otherwise polished outfit, no matter how elegant everything else looks. Women who read as wealthy simply never let their shoes fall into disrepair. This doesn't require expensive shoes at all, it requires regular care, polishing, cleaning, and replacing heel tips before they wear down completely, which costs remarkably little compared to the visual damage neglected shoes can do to an entire outfit. Secret number 4. They wear less jewelry, not more. This one surprises almost everyone, because we tend to assume more jewelry signals more wealth. In reality, the opposite is often true. A single well-chosen piece, one meaningful ring, one elegant necklace, one pair of quality earrings, reads as considerably more sophisticated than a handful of rings and layered necklaces all competing for attention simultaneously. Restraint in jewelry signals that you don't need to prove anything, which is precisely the quiet confidence wealth actually projects. Secret number 5. Their clothes are always properly pressed. Wrinkled clothing, even genuinely expensive wrinkled clothing, instantly reads as careless rather than polished. Women who look effortlessly wealthy take the extra few minutes to properly press or steam their clothing before wearing it, every single time, regardless of how busy their morning happens to be. This small habit alone transforms how put together an outfit reads, and it costs nothing beyond a few extra minutes and a basic iron or handheld steamer. Alright, pause with me for a second here. If any of these first 5 secrets just made you rethink something in your own closet, comment below and let me know which one. I read every single comment, and it genuinely helps me plan future videos around exactly what you need. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, now's the perfect time because we've still got 5 more secrets coming, including the one that costs absolutely nothing at all. Let's keep going. Secret number 6. They invest in a few excellent basics rather than many mediocre pieces. Women who read as wealthy tend to own fewer items overall, but each piece is genuinely well made. A single excellent quality wool coat, worn for years, reads as far more elegant than 5 cheaper coats rotated throughout a single season. This isn't necessarily about spending enormous amounts of money either. It's about prioritizing quality construction and fabric in the pieces you wear most often, rather than accumulating volume for the sake of variety alone. Secret number 7. Their posture. Here it is, the secret I promised you at the very beginning, the one that costs absolutely nothing. Yet it's the one stylists to the wealthy guard most closely, because it's genuinely the most powerful signal on this entire list. Good posture, shoulders back, chin level, a confident, unhurried way of moving through a room, instantly changes how any outfit reads regardless of what you're actually wearing. Slumped shoulders and a hurried, hunched walk can make even an expensive outfit look uncertain and unpolished, while confident, upright posture can make even simple, inexpensive clothing look genuinely elegant and composed. This is genuinely a learnable habit, not a natural gift some women simply have. Practicing standing and walking with your shoulders gently back and your chin level, even for just a few minutes each day, gradually becomes second nature, and it changes how every single outfit you own reads to the world around you. Secret number 8. They never over-accessorize with logos. A single subtle designer piece reads as elegant. A head-to-toe outfit covered in visible logos reads as trying too hard, which paradoxically signals insecurity, rather than genuine wealth. Women who authentically read as wealthy tend to choose pieces for their quality, cut and fabric, rather than for visible branding, understanding that true elegance whispers rather than announces itself loudly. Secret number 9. Their hair and nails are consistently maintained. This doesn't require expensive salon visits every single week. It requires consistency and basic upkeep. Regular trims to prevent split ends, neat, clean nails, whether polished or simply well filed. These small details signal that a woman genuinely takes care of herself, which reads as considerably more affluent than any individual outfit choice ever could on its own. Secret number 10. They move unhurried through the world. Our final secret today ties everything else together. Women who read as wealthy rarely appear rushed or frantic in public. They move deliberately, they speak without rushing their words, and they carry themselves with a sense of unhurried calm, regardless of what's actually happening in their schedule that day. This unhurried presence signals a kind of quiet security that money often provides, but that anyone can genuinely practice and adopt as a habit, regardless of their actual circumstances. Let's bring everything together because I want this to genuinely stick with you starting today. Fit everything properly, restrict your color palette, keep your shoes impeccable, wear less jewelry rather than more, always press your clothing, invest in fewer but better pieces, practice confident posture, avoid logo-heavy accessorizing, maintain your hair and nails consistently, and move through the world with unhurried calm. None of these 10 secrets require significant money at all. They require attention, consistency, and a genuine shift in what you're prioritizing when you get dressed each morning. That's really the whole truth behind why some women simply look rich. It was never about the money in their bank account, It was always about these small learnable habits available to absolutely anyone willing to practice them. If this video changed how you think about your own presence, that's exactly why I make these videos. So before you go, do me one more favor. Like this video so more women your age can find it too. Drop a comment telling me which of these 10 secrets you're starting with today. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. Because next week we're covering another quiet detail that changes how the world sees you, without costing you a single extra penny. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. You already have everything you need to look effortlessly elegant. You simply needed to know where to place your attention. I will see you in the next one.